right, Tim brings up this Resurrection Ranch channel, this defunct Resurrection Ranch channel, and these resurrection campers and whatnot. He talks about how Megan is working that business, even though they haven't done anything of significance, anything of substance. I don't know. Has it been a couple of months now? I'm not talking about Megan walking around sharing with you guys some of their decision making and making up stories about campers that they own, but they really never owned. They were doing rent to own, yes. They were doing lease to own, yes. And she's talking about we own them, and Tim's talking about we own them. No. Megan's like, well, we leased them, we canceled the agreement, we cut off the agreement, and Tim's like, Megan, we owned it. Even though we turned it back in early, we owned it. Contradiction, yes, but I guess we're supposed to gloss over that. But he talks about how they're putting out 30 videos in a month, yes. And I'm like, okay, that's impressive. That tells us where your focus is. That tells us where your dedication is. That does not mean that it's a calling. Okay, some people wake up every morning thinking about how they can scheme someone. Yes. Some people wake up every morning thinking about how they can scam others. Some people wake up every morning thinking about how can they extend their long cons. Okay, so what you dedicate your time to, that tells us your priority. That does not necessarily tell us about your calling. Yes, but now you're proud about putting out 30 videos. Before you were talking about putting out 51 or 59 videos. Okay, we haven't forgotten about that. Now you're talking about, well, we're putting out 30 and we're proud of that. Okay, well, if you don't have the content, it's hard to stretch it. I mean, you stretch it. You really stretch it. Okay, you rehash it, you remix it. You stretch it, you dilute it, you water it down, you milk it for everything it's worth. And so now you're stretching out to 30. Before, back when you had an active Resurrection Ranch channel, back when it involved Grandma Lily, then certainly you were able to get those 51 or 59 videos. But now it's a push, coach. Now it's a push. It's all dependent upon you, coach. Okay? But you talk about how God supposedly whispered in your ear and said, well, the videos are just as important as the work. Okay? And if God did whisper that to you, he was not talking about the work of ripping out carpets. Okay? Certainly he was talking about ministerial work, yes? Certainly he was talking about missionary work, yes? Certainly he was talking about discipleship work. That was the work that he was talking about. And so somehow Tim confused that with the work that he was doing around that ranch that he was trying to hijack at that time. Yes? But tell us more, Coach. I'm not sure how much longer I can stick around for this. All right? But tell us more.
With Resurrection Campers, where Megan is